Yo, mic check.
Now
1,
bend it
2.
over, let me bite it.
Yeah,
can I
we
wake you
live.
out your sleep? Can I wake you out your sleep?
Share this
Late
right
night
now.
munchies, can I eat? Throw it back, look back while I beat. Got my hands round your neck like a leash. No keys, but when I'm in it, make you sing. Eat the cake and I can make you cream. Dirty wine on it, baby, do your thing. I like to splash when I smash, diving in your streams. I can't get enough of your love. You way too hot to touch with no oven. When I'm tired of the nonsense, you go straight to the head like my conscience. Slow stroke, deep throat, no ostrich. There's a meeting in my bed, no conference, Lord knows. That without it, girl, I just can't think. We not together, but together, a lot of love we make. Now do you like it? Do you still get excited? I swear that while you ride it. Now bend it over, let me bite it. Baby, tell me, do you like it? Do you still get excited? I swear that while you ride it. Now bend it over, let me bite it. Baby, tell me, do you still get them chills down your spine? Whenever your boy cross your mind, you know just like me, you divine. For you, I'm not worried, I will walk the ain't gotta worry about cash, cause you know that it's coming quick fast. Hit my line and I pull up with flash, but still take my time cause I want it up. Yeah, you gon' give me some. I'm stuck on you just like Giveon. Whips and chains in case you wanna run. You a one of one, you worth a million. And I'm not passing, I know what you like, but I still like asking. Your girl drive me crazy like midnight traffic. Got you down on all fours, cause that thing fantastic. Yay, feel the vibe. Wet, make a brother wanna slide. I bite my lips, then I look you in your eyes. Is it cool? I wanna eat that alive, no Jeffrey. Yeah, baby girl, you so sexy. Clean but in the bed, so messy. Melt in your mouth like Nestle. If I fall for your love, tell me will you catch me? Do you like it? Do you still get excited? Yeah, why you ride it? Now bend it over, let me bite it. Baby, tell me, do you like it? Do you still get excited? I swear that why you ride it? Now bend it over, let me bite it. Baby, tell me, do you?
Vette Green. No doubt, we here. Continue doing what it do. No doubt. What about my homegirl, Pretty Boogie from Buffalo?
Whoa.
This is what we doing.
You ain't never had to walk in these shoes. I seen it all, I got nothing to lose. So who you talking to? Niggas talk shit like they got something to prove, but I ain't smiling cause I wasn't amused. So who you talking to? I'm the one that come and step in this booth, making these waves like I'm riding the cruise. So who you talking to? Running with the dudes, yes I'm one of the few. I'm ball heavy but I'm keeping it cute. So who you talking to? I'm a beautiful savage, nothing average about me. Niggas sleeping so I'm making public service announcements. Ball count goes from 1 to 1,000. Put me on your projects, I do you dirty like you sleeping in housing. Nah, I'm not the one to go rounds with. I'm bodying sessions, I'm not Megan, but they call me a stallion. But who am I to deny pleasure? Just pick a beat that these freaks catch a vibe and I'ma ride it better. All I'm doing is applying pressure. So pick a side and pick wise or realize who you dying next to. These the balls that should come with stretches. I'm killing guys with these lines, the pin glides like a flying red bird. It's a lot of dudes that try to stretch her. I get a rise from these guys, but be advised, I don't need your pecker. Cause I'm a diamond in this buried treasure. Applying pressure to you pussies popping Heimlichs for sweet nectar. You ain't never had to walk in these shoes. I seen it all, I got nothing to lose. So who you talking to? Niggas talk shit like they got something to prove, but I ain't smiling cause I wasn't amused. So who you talking to? I'm the one that come and step in this booth, making these waves like I'm riding the cruise. So who you talking to? Running with the dudes, yes I'm one of the few. I'm ball heavy but I'm keeping it cute. So who you talking to? I'm finding pockets on the beat like loose change in the sofa, but keep it sexy like the wood grain inside of a Rover. I'ma show you how I keep my composure, I won't hold you. I be chilling like them groceries is holding the cold stofers. Poker face to those unfamiliar. Gotta keep my distance from niggas that try to drill her. With the drama lies and fictional kisses, they come with real swerves. Saving my private from Lil Ryan's like I'm Spielberg. I'm the verb in this script, the way I take action. These chicks be nervous and shit, sticking to safe captions. They straight capping. I'ma stay tapped in and take a little sip from this cup I'm holding my yak in. Pressure bust pipes and I'm the type to really pop off. Nigga, I been nice, make your bitch look like a knockoff. I'm off the radar in the gutter like a ditch, delivering lyrical bliss. What's better than this? You ain't never had to walk in these shoes. I seen it all, I got nothing to lose. So who you talking to? Niggas talk shit like they got something to prove, but I ain't smiling cause I wasn't a mule. So who you talking to? I'm the one that come and step in this booth, making these waves like I'm riding the cruise. So who you talking to? Running with the dudes, yes, I'm one of the few. I'm ball heavy, but I'm keeping it cute. So who you talking to? Whoa. Wooly, beautiful savage, nothing average about it.
Wooly. You go follow GWOP Nation Studios on IG. They're gonna be in the building. No doubt. R&B. Some Sedasia. Can we get a little dance going on right now? A little Sedasia. You know, from South Carolina. Come on.
Switch up the program. I don't wanna hear another slow jam. Put your back into it, do your let's get this party started. Shots on shots, now we vibing. Hands in the air like we don't care. Turn around and let me see you throw. Let's get this party started. It don't matter where you are, what you going.
Yeah.
Let this beat clear your mind, make you groove. You
Yeah.
can be anywhere, just remember when you bust your favorite move. Was it electric? Or the cha-cha? Real smooth now. Hit the nay-nay? Or the beatbox? Get it started. Let me see you do the shuffle. Left, right.
Come on.
Put a bottom on it. DJ, switch up the program. I don't wanna hear another slow jam. Put your back into it, do your let's get this party started. Shots on shots, now we vibing. Hands in the air like we don't care. Turn around and let me see you throw. Let's get this party started. Don't matter your location. No, we don't. We party like a vacation. Yeah, we do. Anyone from any nation. No matter where you from. Just come on out and do your favorite.
All right.
Cause we got the vibes, we got the vibes. And we here all night, yeah, all night. You know what we here for. So let's switch up the tempo. You can salsa, do the salsa, to the wobble, wobble, baby, wobble. Shoot, shoot, to the 2C. Let me see you do the shuffle. Left, right, put a bottom on that. Switch up the program. I don't wanna hear another slow jam. Put your back into it, do your let's get this party started. Shots on shots, now we vibing. Hands in the air like we don't care. Turn around and let me see you throw.
Yeah.
Let's get this party started. No need to hold it on the side.
GWOP Nation.
Leave it all on the floor. You can
Yeah.
do your dance, you'll be alright. Time to be alive. No need to hold it on the side. Leave it all on the floor. You could do your dance. DJ, switch up the program. I don't wanna hear another slow jam. Put your back into it, do your let's get this party started. Shots on shots, now we vibe.
Share this right now, y'all. Go ahead, share this with the phone.
Turn around and let me see you throw. Let's get this
YouTube. All that. Let's go.
I don't wanna hear another slow jam. Put your back into it, do your let's get this party started. Shots on shots, now we vibing. Hands in the air like we don't care. Turn around and let me see you throw. Let's get this party started.
GWOP Nation in the building. Yeah.
Put the bottom on that.
Yeah. Yeah. We here.
Yeah,
Making it do the do, eh?
big racks, big racks, big racks.
Yeah, no doubt you put a joke over look and see live in direct here. On 716 Live. We got GWOP Nation in the building. Take an interview with Vette Green. It's been amazing for the day, man. Make sure you go ahead and share this. Do the do. Yeah, no doubt. Yeah.
Slim, thick, little cutie, and I keep a stash. I ain't talking chump change, talking big racks. Told that bitch tamer nigga, I ain't with that.
Yeah, we got hot topics, man. You know, the hot topics of the day is, y'all heard about that versus. It's going to be as big as the Super Bowl. Jermaine Dupri versus Diddy. They finna get that locked in. Well, it's locked in. They finna get the date. It's going to be in Atlanta at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. That's going to be an amazing versus. And also, they have a rumor that they're going to have a versus with Boys and Men versus In Vogue. Yeah, versus is coming back. So look out for that right there. We got GWOP Nation in the studio at 716 Live. Who is on right now? Go ahead and put in something in the comments so we can give you a shout out. Yeah, let's do it.
And if I ever fall off, I'ma get it back. If it ain't about my money, cut the chit chat. I count them blue face hunters talking big racks. The conversation by the bag, I'ma have that. And if I ever fall off, I'ma get it back.
Yeah. I'm finna play the #1 song right now. This song right here is going to be on all the Digital Wax record pool. My single with Cap 716, East Utica in Maine.
716, let's get to
yeah.
the Utica in Maine, right? Cap.
Get off the train, front door up front. Females in the cut, what's up to smoke blunts? Begin to sip in, no ice in red cups. Straight chicken heads with dregs to get plucked. We all packed in like friends in elevators. Cold as hell outside like refrigerators. Cats on the block to rock like gladiators. That's why we keep it hot on spots like radiators. Most of you cats stay still like mannequins. Catch the 13 bus, 2 kids and 10. Strip club cash, bus pass to Washington. Flip this quick, old bricks the man again. Back on the block to rock with my people. Upstate juice with chips and pastelitos. Hit these dice, I'm nice and playing CeeLo. East Utica, Maine, the pain up in Pilo.
Yo, chasing green, seen a fiend outside dancing. Still cooking, wasn't looking, just glancing. Back and forth from court, penitentiary chances. Little cuz posted up, told him this ain't no advancement. Your vision got enhanced. I moved to the right lane. Got some niggas up front of the store, playing the dice game. It's the shit that I see, helps me write pain. Needle stuck in his arm. He found the right vein, so focus on the scene. Didn't even see the light change. You still a corner boy. You getting light change. Your life going nowhere fast. I say you the one to blame. Over the track like a train. You the cut Maine.
I grew up on the
Yo, this shit so crazy, man. I seen a nigga walk off from the halfway house, man. The halfway house, like once you leave Utica Station, man, you gotta walk down Glenwood to the halfway house. I was in that joint. Y'all seen a nigga walk off from the halfway house with no shoes on his feet. High off that fucking K2. Real story, no capping. Nigga went to the Utica Station right down the street from the halfway house. Nigga violated with no shoes on. Real shit, man.
I grew up on the crime side.
Yeah. Let's do it, y'all. We here live, right here on Television Live.
Master Beats.
Underground Lounge page. Vette Green. Out with the music live. Yeah, the Joe over the pussy is here. We'll be starting soon.
Put my shades on and go for a ride. Taking a cruise down Riverside. Chilling in my truck, looking so fine. Throw a U-turn one more time. Meet up with my crew over at Sonic. Homeboys rolling up the chronic. Radio bumping cheap precious beats. Homegirls with the makeup on fleek. Order me a shake with some fries. Pulling down the lokes to look in your eyes. I could get lost in your gaze. Riverside love and sunny days. What if I say you're looking good? Come and take a ride through my hood. So sweet, let me buy you a drink. Hit you with a proposition, what you think? Can I be your baby girl? Can I be your girl? You know I'm Can I be your baby? Can I be your girl? You know I'm in the can I be your baby girl? Can I be your girl? You know I'm in the hot down, got lost for a minute with all the mad love that I was spitting. Thought I'd take a chance and roll the dice for you, baby girl. I paid the price. I might be a fool for stepping to you. It would be cool if you're feeling me too. We come from different sides of the tracks. You know they say opposites attract. Let me show you the meaning of love. Looking at you, I can't get enough. It's hot out, I think I need a drink. Just being around you, I can't think. Order me a shake with some fries. Pull down the lokes and look in your eyes. I could get lost in your gaze. Riverside love and sunny days. What if I say that you're looking good? Come and take a ride through my hood. So sweet, let me buy you a drink. Hit you with a proposition, what you think? Can I be your baby girl?
What I see right now.
Can I be your girl? You know I'm in love. Can I be your baby girl? Can I be your girl? You know I'm in love. Can I be your baby girl? Can I be your girl? You know I'm in love. Hop in my ride, I need some fresh air. Come with me, wind blowing through her hair. Turn up the music and enjoy the ride. Cruising with my girl down Riverside. Can I be your baby girl? Can I be your girl? You know I'm in love. Can I be your baby girl? Can I be your girl? You know I'm in love. Can I be your baby girl? Can I be your girl? You know I'm in love. Can I be your baby girl? Can I be your girl? You know I'm in love.
Yeah, we here.
Hey, yo, bro, we've been on the road way too long for this one. Yeah, man, that's a fact. I know what you're trying to do. We was gonna come with the alternative, but it's time to put the home jerseys on for this one. Yeah, man, I like that idea, man.
When the lights get low. Back to back, yo, I got you, bro. Pick me up while I'm tired, grinding hard, still gotta chase this goal. Long shot, but we got it. Fear nothing and no man, so let them know that we about it. Get low. To the very end, I'ma give it all. We rise together, we fall together. We a band of brothers, so we came to fall. We the underdogs, and it's time to win. Lacing up, we walking out, defend our side. Now let's get it in low. Yeah, too many years and many tears. Grinding out not many years. No belief, losing many peers. Many fears that we overcome. Looking back at the things I've done. Standing here made me think I won. Scramble back, now I'm on the run. Gamble plays, but I take a shot. Down one and it's all I got. Sure, I know it seems a lot. Slow and steady, won't see it stop. Play on time when they see me fold. Call the rails, all we see is gold. Greatest story people ever told. Pledge allegiance when the lights get low. Back to back, yo, I got you, bro. Pick me up while I'm tired, grinding hard, still gotta chase the goal. Long shot, but we got it. Fear nothing and no man, so let them know that we bout it. Get low. To the very end, I'ma give it all. We rise together, we fall together. We a band of brothers, so we came to fall. We the underdogs and it's time to win. Lacing up, we walking out, defend our side. Now let's get it.
Lay low, but I shine bright like the forehead on a body. I don't wear jewels on my thumb, but I'ma need 4 rings like an Audi. They blitz in, I back and drop bombs like the army. I touch down, she call me, no old lines, just all D. They know we came to win, we on fire and they could tell. All the Gatorade in the world ain't gonna save them from this L. All I hated to do was burn up some merch after they bought it, but they bought it. I don't care if you wear my jersey, the hell. They bump heads when they huddle, that's when they really in trouble. Treat this game like a hustle, they score, we bring it back double. Get they weak when they run and they squad don't got enough muscle. Next play, watch how we pop them and score off a fumble. Every team wanna get me over, my helmet's a high price. Contract so big, you would think I was signed twice. And at the end of the game, when them lights get low, they whole team in the locker room checking my highlights.
Back to back, yo, I got you, bro. Pick me up while I'm tired, grinding hard, still gotta chase the goal. Long Long shot, but we got it. Fear nothing and no man, so let them know that we got it. Get low. To the very end, I'ma give it all. We rise together, we fall together. We a band of brothers, so we came to ball. We the underdogs, and it's time to win. Listen up, we walking out, defend our side. Now let's get it in.
Yeah, let's go. Let's get this thing moving.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. Yeah.
It's my daughter's son's
Yeah. Yeah, make sure you go follow them right now. Go follow them on IG, GWOP Nation Studios. They got amazing music. Straight out of Lackawanna. That's my stomping ground right there. From the legendary Pat Crew. Yeah. Yeah.
You talking?
Yeah. We're keeping this thing moving, y'all. Yeah. No.
Now.
Yeah, so we're gonna do the artist first, and then
let's go ahead and get this.
Beat. Now I need to take this beat, give it a cover art, give it a title, distribute it through DistroKid. DistroKid is going to distribute your beat on all streaming platforms. What DistroKid is also going to do is going to give you content ID. Anytime your beat gets played on social media, you're going to get paid off of that. You need to now take 30-second snippets of that beat, preferably the hook, wherever the beats are coming in, wherever the beat drop is, and you now make short-form content around that beat. And you take one short-form video and you post it on YouTube Shorts, TikTok, Instagram Reels, Facebook Reels, and Twitter. So that's 10 pieces of content you can make off of one beat, and you'll get paid off all of them. Everybody want to rap. You probably got 15 homeboys in your phone right now that have dropped a song over some point in their life. And most people fail at this because they don't know how to market. For a lot of y'all, you might not know how to write songs. You might not know how to make beats. You might not know how to engineer. But there are other aspects of the music business that artists need help with. And marketing isn't just specific to the music business. Marketing covers every single thing that exists in this world. So if you learn those principles of marketing, you can help an endless amount of artists. For those y'all that have been watching my journey, you follow me here on YouTube, you follow me on Instagram. For my old, you followed me on Periscope. You saw the climb. You saw what I did. You saw how I was getting a whole bunch of followers and how my videos started taking off because I was giving so many music marketing tips that everybody wanted to follow me. They wanted to get all these gems, and I was helping put money in other rappers' pockets that I never even met before.
Yeah, no doubt. We've been getting rolling, getting everything together. Appreciate everybody and your patience. Yeah, right here. We're going live right here. Yes, on a Think and Grow podcast. No doubt. Yeah, no doubt. We're going to go right to another break, and we'll be right back.
You gonna like this one, DJ Flipside. Don't provoke me if you know I have a temper. Never have a side chick, only if you pepper. Up in the woods, the hood with no camper. The whole crew full of shit, just like a pamper. Sweet well, smoking the air with no get back. Mad working Avery Park in my backpack. Po, driving through, now that's a fearsome. Pager go off, get off to have a threesome. The booty like a fruit basket to bust a cherry. New fight, 6 to choose up in the Perry. 3 up work real quick on each ferry. The block was my girl indeed to get married. So scary, one man dude to grind alone. Stop park, getting dark in front of the car
bones, no cell phones. Backseat sweet, the getting mad dome. Mindset, catching wreck, bringing in coupons, no internet. Yet just sweat, so fuck the download. I reload the blunt, don't front just to get high.
Yeah, this your boy, the Joker, the Overlook MC. We finna get this thing rolling right here live on 716 Live. GWOP Nation is in the building, in 716 Studios. If anybody want to get your own podcast or anything like that, make sure you hit up 716 Live. You know what I'm saying? Hit them on the email, you know what I'm saying, at 716@gmail.com. With 716 Live, at gmail.com. And put the information in, man. They'll definitely give you a package where you can have your own podcast right in the studio.
What's up? It's your boy Drizzy Drake, and you are now rocking with me. Out the east, southwest, and the north.
Who's all tuned in?
Gathering when I start rapping. That's because the beats is not straight classic.
President the Brown Table in the building. Yeah. Yeah. Right here. Come on. Yeah. No doubt. It's your boy, the Joker, the Overlook MC. Live and direct here. Your producer of the show.
Crowd start gathering when I start rapping. You are now rocking with me. Out the east, southwest, and the north. Crowd start gathering when I start rapping. That's because the beats is not live, straight classic.
Bro, with Vette Green YouTube channel. Make sure you go there. 4716 Live. 4716 Live, yeah. But definitely go here. And or you can go to the Overlook MC YouTube. Yeah.
Oh, that's
Alright, we're on mute.
Alright, so we're live. Alright, everybody. Thank you guys for all being here.
What's up? Start gathering when I start rapping. Out the east, southwest, and the north. Crowd start gathering when I start rapping.
That's gonna have to share.
Nice, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm ready, baby.
Little love from the TV.
Now, I came across GWOP Nation because I came across the song, and I remember I played it on the radio, 716 Live radio station, and I was trying to find out who this little Pablo from LTAMB was, and that's how I ended up at the event. So tell everybody, first off, what the LTAMB stands for, because I want to get into that. I love that acronym.
LTAMB stands for Lucas All My Brothers.
How did you guys come up with that?
So it was me, Red B, and Pablo. We all came up with it, just rapping, like coming from the basement, like we literally had a studio in the basement, and we had a studio in the attic too. Like, so like we coming from the bottom, like, and now like the progression more and more, like especially with this GWOP Nation family and stuff like that. So it's just getting better and better, and like shooting to the top. Right?
How does it feel? And I don't want to leave you out. How does it feel being together as a team? Because I see what GWOP Nation is doing, and I love it. I have not seen this. I have not seen this type of group camaraderie at all here in Buffalo. And you guys aren't even in a group. You guys are just functioning as a team, and you're working as a team. So how does that feel? Because it's very supportive. I can tell at the event that I went to, you guys were like upping each other and there was no arguing. It was just like, you know, everybody was just very, very supportive of each other. So how does that feel? Because you don't always see that in this industry.
It's an amazing feeling to come in from like an outside too, because they all kind of started before me. I was still new.
Mm-hmm.
So to come into this atmosphere, I was sold immediately because I was like, this is not normal. People tell you stepping into like the music industry, you gotta watch out for this, that, the other. This is not it at all. You know, this is not at all like that. It's a family. It's a whole family. We are here like to support each other. They've supported me, and that's the goal. It's just to keep supporting each other as a family, keep going forward together.
As a female artist in Buffalo, does it seem like sometimes your work it's working against you because it's very male dominated?
It's very. I get annoyed by them sometimes, but it's like having a whole bunch of brothers, you know, big brothers. That's what I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
These are my family, so I don't see them just as male figures. I see them as like, you know, role models, and we all can like learn something from each other. So it's more family with them. I don't see them as just like male, you know, just individual males out there. I really feel like these are my family now. Yeah.
So talk to me about the music. What's going on with LTAMD?
Right now, we had dropped 2 tapes, like when we was like younger. This was about a couple of years ago, like 3-4 years ago, and like now we kicking it back up a notch and stuff. Like we about to drop like a reunion tape. Like we like as a team, as GWOP Nation, like we all putting that together. Like Rich, everybody is a help, like, and they getting stuff like they buying beats from the producers and getting everything ready and set for us to go, like. And LCMD, like, we made a long way from this, like, so we did, like,
yeah, so we just progressing right now, like, slowly but surely, and then like sometimes not. So it's just like we gotta stay consistent, you know, more dedicated than like others. But like you can't be recognized if you're not consistent.
I feel like it's more fun too, you know what I'm saying? Growing up and stuff like that with my brothers and stuff like that, knowing that we came from nothing, recording off of something that was nothing basic, you know what I'm saying? We headphones, we microphone, we computer, you know what I'm saying? Everything wasn't as would be expected. Look at it now. You know what I'm saying? Like we came up from nothing to something. Without GWOP Nation, I feel like it was like, at first I wasn't really like, I didn't think that we was like serious with it, you know what I'm saying? And then like came together and created something that I feel like will be unstoppable. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I spoke to Tim. Tim is the owner and CEO of GWOP Nation at the event, and one of the things that she told me is that they had all of this music that had not really been put out there. So you guys have a vault of music.
Yeah.
What? Talk to me about some of the music that you have produced. Some of the music that, are you guys going to go back and redo it, or just what's going on with that?
Yes. As far as our old music that we dropped already, no. But like our music, our unreleased music, that's looking like mixed, mastered, on the way to get dropped very soon. So like the bottom music is crazy. Like I couldn't say it was in there. From love songs to, you know, to emotional, you know, just like depression. You get all types of vibes. Like you'll feel different vibes every song. And like every song sounds different. It's not the same sound. We give you a different sound every song. We don't sound the same. We, you know, so like we can't be related to no other group, artists in Buffalo in the world. Period. Different.
How does it work? Are you guys all in the studio at the same time recording?
Every day. We go in there right after the.
it's crazy because like I'd rather it be that way. You know what I'm saying? Like being alone sometimes, like you don't really like. Sometimes you can really make a good song being alone, but if I'm with my brothers and stuff like that, I feel like they can help me.
Inspiration.
Like, if I feel like I'm messing up in the verse, you know what I mean? Like they're gonna tell me and stuff like that. I can't like. I'm gonna listen to it. I'm gonna think that it sounds good, but then they might not. They might help me and be like, "Yo, go back and go do that again." You know what I'm saying? I know you do it better this time. You know what I'm saying?
They're pushing you. They're pushing you. You feel the same way. Don't be quiet over there.
No, I ain't. I'm letting them talk. Letting them speak. They know I ain't really been around too tight last couple months, but the way this started, I feel we all had a dream. All of us were individual artists. Like they had dropped the tape. Probably was like 3 years ago, 4 years ago. They came out with a tape and it made some noise in Lackawanna.
Really came up and started with CDs, tapes, like giving them to Tim, and he had a vision for us, like all along, like.
So
like he came and swept us up, like told us like this is what we want to do, like, and now look where we at. So like it's all about progress, like Rick said, like we about to get better and better and do what we gotta do, so progress.
And it's like, everybody, life happens. And being an artist, I feel like, especially an independent artist, is one of the hardest things to do, especially if you don't have the support. And before we really came together and started this little movement, everybody was doing their own thing. Some of us weren't even rapping, and the biggest problem that we had, was finding a studio. And that was like a daily occurrence. I was pretty cool with a producer and I was able to go there daily. Sometimes it was 100 people in there. Not everybody smoked cigarettes and it was a different vibe. And then he had a really dope song that he wanted to record and wasn't able to, even though we was at the studio. Remember that day, actually, you came there too. And me and Tim was riding around one day and we said, you know what? Let's just open up a studio. And it took us a while because nobody, hip hop has a real bad name. We have a bad reputation, and so nobody really likes studios. So it took us a while and we found it. That was like 2+ years ago, right?
How long you guys have been working at this?
Yeah, we've had this. Tim started the name GWOP Nation was what, 2014 or 13?
14. So we started from a desktop and just a laptop, like that's it. That's all we had.
And like he's not just an artist, both of these guys right here are engineers.
Oh wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Which and they're self-taught, self-taught. So like when you come to the studio, Bones is the one that's gonna take your stuff.
He's their power engineers, don't have any engineers. We are our own engineers.
Everything's in now.
Everything's in house. We got a position for everybody, and that's how we're trying to make it. Like, if we still need more positions. Like, we still build our team up as it goes. Like, all professionals, we ain't doing nothing slot.
Have you always wanted to rap and be
Me, I always love music. Like, music is always, I always cope with music and make me feel better. Like, everything around me is music. Like, I always wanted to rap, like ever since a kid, and be a star. Like I feel like I got the potential to do that. I be feel like I'm gonna take it sometimes. So like we all got potential. Like I see it in everybody. Like I want to be like rocking with this team. Like if I didn't. So I made the right decision, and these are my people. These are my family. Way before like we started doing business. So like yeah.
Have you guys always wanted to? Has that always been your dream?
Yeah,
music.
That's always love,
Yeah.
Started dancing.
Singing in the church and stuff, yeah, always.
Talk to me about your music journey.
So mine, I've always written music, so I have a lot of music that I have written over the years. I just never took the initiative to start like making my own music. It was easy for me to write beats and stuff, but never really, find my own voice. So when I found GWOP, I started writing my own things and working to find, because I did karaoke, I was always singing other people's songs, how the church wanted to sing it, or, when you do karaoke, you're mimicking an artist, but for your own self, it took me having to find GWOP, going in there, a few sessions, a few songs, and now I know my voice. And now I'm ready to go. Yeah.
Are you guys collaborating together?
Yep.
Yeah.
We have a song out.
Every chance we get,
Yeah.
collaborate. Like we in the studio, like one person tired. Like we in the studio, and one person tired over here, like they doing this and that. Like maybe others playing the game or anything like that. We in here, like two of us in here, we making a song. Like it's always going. The studio is never unoccupied. Like we always working.
Literally all day.
We always working. It's like Rich stuff. Like it's not a joke. Like we always working in the studio. Like I might be doing a song with him one time, and then she might be doing a song with him next. Like we always keep it in motion.
Do you feel like that's your most true self when you're in the studio and you're creating?
Yes. If everybody happy, but I could be going through that home, my shoulders, somebody trying to cheer me up, like the whole time I'm mad, like they don't touch me. But like, come on, bro, what that group? Yeah, like,
it's like,
you can't even be mad at the bro, because you trying to hype you up, and like, it's just good energy. As soon as you step in it, you just like feel it. Like everybody say the same thing. Like nobody get the same energy they get at GWOP and other studios, and it shows. Like they said,
You guys are all happy, that's for sure. And I saw it at you were so together that I didn't realize that there were
different albums.
Yeah, because you were so together, and I love that.
Yeah, that's it. Like we all knew each other's songs, like because we all there when we make it. Like we all there when we make it. So like so that's why we so together. Like
everybody knows
I see us dancing, we know the vibes, like we know each other's songs. Like that's why we together. We be always together.
GWOP is like family.
Yeah, naturally it is. Like.
And we have other people. We have other people from GWOP Nation. I don't want to keep it GWOP. Yeah, we have Big Rich in the house, and we also have the owner and CEO Tim in the house. We're going to get to you guys in a moment, but I want to ask Tim, if you don't mind coming into the how does it feel, Tim, having this team with you? I don't want to say behind you because you guys are standing together. I feel like. Yeah, Big Rich, feel free to come on in as well. How does it feel to have this team with you? And go ahead and introduce yourself. And thank you for being also. I want to give you a big ups because you are the first person that I've met in this industry in your capacity that was so professional. Like you came up to me, you shook your hand, you introduced yourself. I thought that was so professional. I had to go home and tell somebody about it. Because a lot of times people are rude, or not necessarily rude, they aren't that type of professional. Like that was business. You even though everything was going on around you, there were people coming in, interrupting you, you still made time for me. So thank you for that. I appreciate that.
Thank you for everyone coming down to our party.
Yeah.
I'm glad we got it to our attention. That's what we're doing. We out here trying to make noise. How I feel about my team, I feel great about my team, because it's done. They making this happen. I'm backing them all up. I don't mind being behind the scenes. That's where I'm at. I'm pushing each and every one of them. We get into that full potential. You know what I mean? I got Big Rich by my side, Tally Hood is at the other side, and then the guys is front and center in the and we want them all to go full drop. Little one is the last one to join the team, and she been making her own impact. She been showing her dedication. You know what I mean? That's what they all get. And we all carry more than just one hat. Like
these guys are my artists, but they also my engineers. You know, they're the ones making this GWOP song. Because that's exactly what it is. I mean, they don't record it at other studios. They don't cover the vibes, but they created the vibe that we have at our studio. They keep up in the studio vibe and comparing it. It ain't no comparison to other things because they're the ones that's making it. They're the artists and they're the engineers as well. They when we book sessions, you know, they catch a vibe with the artist. You know, the artist ends up staying longer than what they're expected to stay. That's what they're trying to explain. Like they actually get comfortable, and then they make collaborations. Just like with Blueski, you know, he came for one of his own sessions. He came for an interview, cipher on Kids Are Free podcast that Shy actually was filming at our studio, and he felt the vibe. Then he got cool with the guys, and there's hits coming up, and that's what they're talking about. They got a vault full of hits, and they're gonna be classics to us, you know what I mean? But they're definitely the beginning for y'all, something great for y'all to hear, you know, because over here we're all from different parts of the town, parts of Buffalo. Not everyone is from the same avenue, not everyone is from the same area. We're from all different parts. And that's what makes up Buffalo. Yeah. All different parts of the town is what makes up Buffalo. And that's what we show to everyone else that comes, records with us, that comes, films with us, even come out and party with us. You know, that's what we show. We show nothing but love because that's what we built on. And you know what I mean? That's the route that we're taking. You know what I mean? A lot of people might not like that route. You know what I mean? But I feel like they'll get over it and they're gonna come rock with us. You know what I mean? It's just different.
What do you look for when you're like scouting an artist? Because you guys are still looking.
I'm not really scouting.
You're not.
I'm not scouting. You know what I mean? It's like I said, it's dedication. You know what I mean? She popped up, she liked the vibe, she started getting dedicated, more dedicated to her music than she was. And that's what happens here. They all got more dedicated to their music. They see it. They see what I see. You know what I mean? At least I'm trying to paint a picture for them so they can see what I see and know. You know what I mean? And,
do you guys see it? You see the picture? It's coming in clearer and clearer every day.
Sure. You know, this is more than just music. You know what I mean? More than just us making music in the studio. We do shows and we continue to progress. Our website is under construction right now, but this is GWOP Nation Promotions. That's what we actually are. I mean, that's what I am on GWOP Nation Promotions, and the company actually is going to be able to provide basically the tools that are needed for an artist to get ahead. You know, I want to be a one-stop shop, basically. You need music done, that's the audio part of the game. You need visuals done, I want to have that as well. Podcasts, I want everything underneath one booth. Basically, you know what I mean, rather, I'm giving people a chance to join, you know what I mean, join the movement, you know what I mean, but I know everybody got bills to pay, so it's always a doubt. So not a lot of people is willing to get their time up, you know what I mean, but there's a bigger picture at the end. I'm giving up a lot of free time. Not even my time ain't even free, to be honest. I don't show up everywhere because my time is really not free. Yeah. So I understand when other people are I don't really want to join until everything starts expanding, everything starts blowing up. I'm not gonna put it in your face. Oh, you didn't want to join. I'm not like that. You know what I mean? I understand it because not a lot of people want to just join a thought. You know, so I'm making everybody, I'm gonna show them exactly what we've been trying to create. You know what I mean? Actually, we're not trying to create, we are creating it. You know, and with that being said, you know, I feel that each and every one of them are gonna make it to where they want to go, and at the same time have a foundation that they're also creating. You know, because they have guaranteed jobs. They're engineers. You know what I'm saying? The engineers, the songwriters. I mean, he's already wrote songs for other people. You know, so yes, we're building a foundation behind it. You know, so it ain't just about their dreams of becoming a
big star.
Big star.
It's you can also have a backup plan.
Exactly.
That's much better.
Buffalo doesn't have it.
Yeah.
I mean, it might have little pieces everywhere. I mean, if we was joined together, I'm guaranteed we'll be just like these big cities.
Man, say that again.
I'm guaranteed.
It's the
so
unity.
it's just exactly that's what it is. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? When we was young, we used to talk about the unity, but ain't nobody really actually put their foot forward for it. I feel like if we really want it, we'll come together.
You can see it here. Like, I mean, there's more. There's more people that are
There's a whole bunch of not said right here. Like there's a whole lot that contribute to GWOP Nation.
Yeah,
they don't even they not with us every day, but like they come like they already know what it is.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of us. There's a lot more, and there's others that join the run with us. They're not under the umbrella, but they actually run with us. You know what I mean? Their own. Because they see it too, they see it for themselves, and they see the progress within every month that we have. You know, it's ridiculous how good we're progressing.
I know when we played the song on the radio, and I want to go back to Lil Pablo because that's what started this. That talk to me about that song. I had it up when I pulled up. You saw that I was playing it. So talk to me and go ahead and talk about the title of the song and talk to me about how did you guys come up with that, because that's a radio banger for sure.
Appreciate you. The song's called I Thought of You. Came up with the song. It was like we was in the studio one day, you know what I'm saying? I heard the beat and stuff like that. I really liked the beat so much that it was like I had to go home and write to it, you know what I'm saying? So it was like I came back to the studio and I told the guys, I said, yo, I got this crazy hook to the song, you know what I'm saying?
You had already wrote the song?
Yeah, I wrote the hook and stuff like that. And then when I came back to the studio and stuff like that, Gucci and Bones and Record was in the studio with me and stuff like that. And we were just talking about the songs the whole time. And I was telling them, like, yo, you guys gotta come up with some crazy verses, you know what I'm saying? And then you see it came up to be a radio thing, like you said.
It really is. We're gonna
one of the best songs I did too. I'm not gonna lie, one of my favorite songs too.
Was it a love interest that brought you to writing that song?
It was mainly like I already had issues going on with myself, you know what I'm saying, with my relationships and stuff like that. So it's like I just thought about like everything that I've been through, you know what I'm saying, and the beat just came up to it. It was like a meant to be, you know what I'm saying?
So you wrote it? Brag on it.
Definitely. I wrote the hook and stuff like that, man. Record Beat came up with some fire lyrics and stuff like that. Gucci's on the song as well, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to him, matter of fact. He on the song as well, and it's like the whole time we were sitting in the studio, right after we even made the song and stuff like that, it was like I was telling him like, yo, like this song's gonna be something, you know what I mean? It's gonna be a radio banger, you know what I mean? I feel it, I really feel it. He put promotion behind it and stuff like that. You see it on YouTube, it's on Facebook, it's on all platforms, you know what I'm saying? And like I didn't even expect it to be the way it is now, but it's like everybody be contacting us all the time, like, look, that song's crazy, that song's crazy.
Yeah, I was on the interview and they loved it.
I think we both the hook, but I think everybody else, when we all freestyle our verses, like we do like functions, you know, but like we kind of like fresh on the mind, and then just when you ready to say it, just say it. You know?
That's the vibe you get out.
Yeah, that's the vibe you really get there. Or like people, sometimes some people don't want to write. Sometimes they just feel a vibe automatically in the studio. When they come there, only they come in and they be like, all right, punch me in, I'm ready. I was like, oh, I don't see nothing in front of him. He ain't got no notes, no nothing. He just ready. Like a lot of people come in and do that more.
They catch that wave.
Yeah, but
more comfortable in the studio. Just like they say, like in the regular studios, like you go in the studio, like you got a session, it's an hour, they get you in, they get you out, they about their money, they don't really care what you, like, I'm not gonna say like for everybody, but like for us, you come there, you want to a vibe, you want
Everything at once.
Everything will be done.
I
take that time with you. Yeah. Not to be like them say you out, become accredited, anything like help you out with your music, like whatever you want. Comfortable in that studio.
Well, we're gonna get into the song. Jay, do you think the Joker has it? We may not be able to hear it, but the audience.
Yeah, I got it. I'm playing it right now.
Tell me that one song.
Yeah, you already did.
Yeah.
When behind my back, my name is and it's crazy cause
Okay, I know you was going
now you with me. Look what you done started. Yeah. Now I'm like, look what you done started. Don't love you cause I have fuck with you the hardest.
Yeah.
Playing boy, I swear to God. Just like
Well, Pablo,
wish I would've known from the jump you wasn't all in. Cause I have faith in you. And I'm the type to hold it down, make sure your rent ain't due. Hey, what you need for your career, I'ma push it through. Tell me what you doing tonight, baby girl, let's smoke a few. Because I got so high last night, I can almost touch the moon. And I thought of you, and I thought of you. I got so high last night, I can almost touch the stars. And I wish you were there too, and I wonder where you are.
Awesome.
I love it. You guys are so great.
Yeah. GWOP Nation.
I got so high last night.
But that song was the same way. What had happened is in September, I put out an all boom bap album. And I felt some type of way like these guys didn't want to work with me. And it wasn't because they didn't want to work with me, it was because I made one kind of music. I made just boom bap, and none of these guys are boom bap artists.
Yeah.
So I was like, as a leader, I was like, well, I realized that they didn't want to make music with me, that they wanted me to make music with them.
Oh.
So I went and bought a beat package, beats like industry type beats and more modern type beats. And one of them was the beat for Hooligans. And me and Rec were at the studio alone that day, and I came up with the hook. And I recorded it, took like 2 minutes, and then I called Blueski on FaceTime. And I'm like, yo, Glue, peep this hook. And he's like, I'm on my way. And we actually finished that song in like an hour and a half.
Really?
It's like 27 tracks. There's a bunch of melodies on there. Like it's a complete song. It's not just the verses.
And he actually don't do old music, so
right.
It was different for his fan base too. So his fan base is like, oh, he turned.
Yeah, for sure. That's one thing about like the way that we are with each other. Like, I've been making music since and doing shows and recording since 2007. I went on tour across the United States in 2012. I performed in 26 states. I always had just one basic style of rap, just like boom bap type, And then being around these guys, I was like, hey, I want to sing, and I want to do this, and I want to do that, and seeing them having all this fun. And I never really realized like how comfortable I was outside my comfort zone until I stepped outside my comfort zone. And I did, and I was like, wow, I can do this.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, let's see what else I can do. And I've just been pushing myself as an artist to just live outside that box and not ever box myself in as just a boom bap artist. And I got that from them. I really never really found my own lane, my own swag until I got around these guys. And they really brought it out of me, so.
Oh, that's good. You guys are truly elevating each other. You pushing and pulling and pushing and pulling. That says a lot.
I mean, as a team, that's what we should be doing.
That's exactly.
People might look at me as like the leader of the group or whatever, but like I want them to be leaders as well. I want to have a whole group of leaders. I don't want to have, he's in charge or he's the CEO or he's this. I want everybody to be equal, and that goes back to loyal to all my brothers. If you ever heard the song "Money Language" by these two and Drix, they even say it. He even says it in the song. Loyal to my brothers because we're all equal. And it works. It definitely works for us. There's never a point where you see us not working with each other, not pushing each other. When we show up to shows, there's 15, 20 of us. Everybody knows GWOP Nation. We're
wearing the shirts. And
everywhere we go, we show up deep. That's how we are. We're in deep with each other. So.
Is this the first time that you've worked in this type of setting with this amount of people?
Since I started recording, I still work with J Diz Beats, and he each had a small home studio upstairs. He had a studio built, whatever. And I just go over there and do music. And me, Pablo and Tally Hood did a song a couple years ago called "Anything Goes," and that was like the first time that I worked with any of these guys. But before that, I was strictly a solo artist. No features on any of my songs. I'd done 3 albums and 2 mixtapes, and there was no features on any of them. So definitely having other artists to not only work with, but to learn from has brought me a long ways in a short period of time, for sure.
You guys feel as if you learned from each other?
I see us all rubbing off in each other. There's little nuances, little things that I do that I'll catch, somebody else doing, or I'll catch myself doing something that they do, and it's not that we're stealing from each other, it's that we're learning from each other, for sure.
What do you think is the most challenging part about being in this type of group setting?
Challenging. I think it's really challenging. Wow.
Right.
But I feel like it's more just a competition, like
healthy competition.
The fake support, like what I mean competition is like the fake support. Like you might be in competition with somebody that's not team wise, but like just somebody that said they're supporter or whatever, or fan. Like they could be going behind the back saying things, like, oh, I was at this. That's like politics. I don't really get into that. I just don't like that. That's like a little weird.
I personally feel like anything that was a challenge isn't anymore. There was times where, I had a little spat with Pablo or whatever, but at the end of the day, we're before and after music, we're family. That's what it is. So anything that might be challenging for another group, it's not a problem to us. It's like he said, it's natural, So it's just the camaraderie, everything that I want for myself, I want for them, and vice versa. And we're all like that, and it's just we're all pure at heart when it comes to our intentions for each other.
Everybody wants to see everybody grow. Like, what is like sneak dissing or this or that? No, like what can we do?
Who are you all listening to?
Like you,
Every time, I always
literally it takes like somebody literally like, bro, put some
I got a whole
real music on, like real music, right? That's all day long.
I literally got a whole playlist on my phone. My playlist is literally like Drix, Vette Green, Rec Beats, Hollywood, myself.
I got people from
GWOP
Nation that they tell me like they know the song that I did the day before. Like they like, bro, I know that whole song I heard. Cause they went on Gmail and took that song, put it on their phone, like cause they just liked it. Like, they heard me recording it when I was there, all that. So yeah, we listen to each other.
Yeah, matter of fact, I had my phone on. Listening to some of Pablo's music when we were in the studio getting ready, and Tim's trying to get us focused. He's like, "Can you turn the music off for once?" Like, I'm over there vibing to it, But yeah, for sure. I listen to these guys more than anything. We listen to each other,
That's good.
So, and I think that's good because I feel like when you listen to other artists, you kind of start to sound like them. You know, I know it happens to me, you know. But when we all listen to each other and that's what we listen to, that's kind of how we have our own sound, our own, you know, the GWOP sound. You know, so
don't get me wrong, I still listen to a lot of local artists that's out here in Buffalo and stuff like that too. Shout out to them too. There's a lot that's out here and there's a lot that's talented.
It's a lot.
We support everybody. We don't, you feel me?
Yeah.
We literally everybody.
That's what's up. You guys are going to be in the 716 Music Awards this year. Hopefully,
Yes, wasn't there last year, but they invited this year. They all us. We deserve it.
I will say this, man. I will say this. There is really no other group out in Buffalo out right now that will accept you with open arms without asking you for $1. And I'm not trying to sound too cocky, but we don't got a bullshit microphone, or pardon my language. We don't got a cheap microphone. Like our microphone, we got anointing and a real good one. You know, we built the booth. We got good equipment in there. You know, you're gonna come in there and get some good quality. Now, obviously, if we don't know you, we're gonna charge you a couple dollars per hour. But at the end of the day, you're dealing with Brett and Pablo, and these guys. You know, they've been in that situation where it's hard to record, so they'll work with you. Like, you know, let's do this, and it gets done, and that's why.
Went behind my back, my name you try to tarnish. And it's crazy cause I really went the hardest. Now you were talking, look what you done started.
GWOP Nation, Lil Pablo, Track B, Lucy on this track.
And it's crazy cause I really went the hardest. Now you were talking, look what you done started.
Had me wondering just where you are. Steady texting me that you over it, you moving far. You done had enough of the bullshit, you done with it. This is shit that I put you through that got you moving on. I'm sorry, I don't know why I let my bullshit.
I got a couple notes on my phone. Like,
let me hit a beat.
There's no studio out here in Buffalo that's doing work. Now, there's obviously studios that, you know, you'll get a great recording from them. I'm not knocking any of them. They all have great equipment, great engineers. You know what I'm saying? But as far as pushing the support to the artists, you know, we in the whole bracket.
Have any of you ever been writing a song and got stuck? Yeah. What happens? Yeah.
They get you like that. Sometimes it's other.
Hey, move on to the next song. Come back to it. Sometimes you need to come back to it.
Like, going through stuff, like you said, like, girl or anything like that, like, or your family, grandma, anything sick, like, sometimes you just can't focus, like, just as much as you usually can. Like, you might need something like a boost or anything like that. So, you know, you might have to just come back next day, like, nah, I can't do it today.
Yeah,
that's what happens sometimes. As an artist that like perfected the flow and everything, like, I can tell you like that actually happens to me. Like, so,
I guess that
writer block actually is a thing. Like,
all the time,
it's gonna hurt you too.
Does it affect you mentally? Yeah.
3 days it took me just to come up with like 3 words.
Really?
Kept hearing it and then finally.
Every day different.
Yeah.
One day,
it's like the constant listening to
I got songs
one
halfway
continuous
written.
song.
I got songs that's halfway written. And like one day I can't, like, I stop on it, I can't write more to it. The next day, like, I get a different type of motivation to finish that whole song. It's like, every day different.
I feel like the writing process ends when it's supposed to. Because there's been times where I couldn't finish a song, I couldn't come up with shit or stuff, my bad. And I had to live more life. I had to live a little bit of life to come up with the ending of the story, you know? Like, hold on, I didn't live the ending yet. Let me stop here, let me go live a little bit of life. I'll come back to it. And then when I do, I'm like, now I understand why I couldn't finish it, because I wasn't ready. I didn't have that life experience that.
Yeah, it is. I had an artist that I interviewed about 3 weeks ago. Her name is Niquasia. one of my favorite songs that she wrote, which is called Broken. It took her 5 years to finish it. And because she said exactly that. She hadn't learned. Yeah, yeah.
Like I said, like life is motivation. Like I could write a song about what happened on my weekend. Like I could write a song about anything what happened on my whole week, my weekend, my life, what happened with this and that. Like life is motivation. So I mean, if you ain't doing that or sitting around and all that stuff like that, like you might not even have like no motivation like to write. You can get right. But
yeah,
you gotta just like live sometimes.
Right. And let me add something. I feel like the reason why people fuck or mess with our music. I'm sorry, I don't mean to. I'm potty mouth. Why people mess with our music is because it's all stuff that they can relate to, and not only that, but it's stuff that they know that we're going through. You know, and sometimes when you open up and you speak to their heart and they're like, wow, they're going through it too, you know what I mean? Sometimes it just not feeling that feeling of not being alone, you know, and not only that, but me coming back to music after not making music for 4 years, I try to like analyze what's going on in music. And what I feel like is going on is you can go on the internet literally anywhere and find music you like. You find dope music. There is so many great artists out there. So I think what's starting to happen is people are starting to look at the artists behind the music. You know, is that really the life they live? Are they really like that? Are they really that in tune with themselves and with life and with everything else? And I feel like that is starting to be a big part of creating fans. They're looking at the people behind the music, not just the music. And they look at us and they're like, hey, these guys are just normal guys that have the same problems we have, and they just found a way to speak about it in music form so we can all feel it.
Yeah,
you know,
because we all want to feel, like you said, like we're not alone.
Right. I feel like I'm not just speaking for myself, but I don't know how to relate to people, so I make music so they can relate to me. And I feel like I kind of speak for all of us. We don't really know how to relate to people, so we let them relate to us, and it opens up that door, you know, for them to become fans of not only the song that they heard that caught their attention, but to be fans for life, you know, and be looking at what we're doing in the future.
If you guys are enjoying this conversation with GWOP Nation, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to 716 Live and Think and Grow with Vette Green. We are going to continue to bring people and groups like this to the 716 Live studio and to Think and Grow with Vette Green. I appreciate everybody for tuning in tonight. Make sure you hit that like button if you are watching right now. If you are watching a replay, make sure you also hit that like button, share, and subscribe to 716 Live and to Think and Grow with Vette Green. So before we end, I always like to ask everybody to leave the listeners with a little nugget. We're going to play some music as we go out as well. But I want you all to think about something that you would have liked to hear from someone that is trying to break into the music industry. Because you guys are definitely in it, and I can see where your future is going. Just continue to do what you're doing. Continue to listen to the music management and to management, because these guys know what they're talking about. I have not seen this type of professionalism since I've been back home at all, and I've spoken to a lot of people. You guys are by far the most professional group, and it's like an organization. It's beyond a group. The most professional organization that I have come across. So even that will open up doors, because you're not coming across as cocky. You're coming across as if you guys are motivated and you know what you want. So continue with that same energy, seriously, because you wouldn't believe sometimes some of the people that I come across. So big ups to what you're doing. Keep doing that. Honestly, keep doing that. So what would you like to leave the listeners of Think and Grow with Vette Green? Just a little nugget if somebody's trying to break into the industry right now.
You gotta stay focused, have a team. You can do it by yourself, but it's always better to have a team and stay consistent. When you do slack, it won't get you anywhere. So stay consistent.
And where can they find you?
I'm Jay Gemini. You can find me on all platforms. And I'll be dropping soon too, dropping way more music, being more consistent in 2023. So just be on the lookout for me.
The one thing I would say to aspiring artists or artists that are kind of getting stuck, just be yourself. be yourself. There's too many copycats out there. So what if you don't sound like anybody else? So what if you don't sound like the cool sound or the sound that's in? Be yourself. Close your ear. Don't listen to what people say, and do what you love to do. Do it in the fashion that you want to do it in. My name is Big Rich 716 on YouTube. Big Rich 716. I got an album called L3 that came out in September. It's on all streaming platforms. Got over 100,000 views. I got an album coming out on 3/23/23 called Different Side A. The project in its entirety is a 24-track album, cutting in half, dropping side A at the end of March. Be looking out for that. Besides that, we got a show in 2 days, February 24th, Friday at City Lounge, 875 Bailey Avenue. It's gonna be like a little hip hop night. All of these guys are performing. Besides me, I'm just gonna be the director. And then we have another big show at the end of March, March 31st, 2400 Seneca Street. It's called March Madness. And that's gonna be with some of the big heavy hitters from around the 716 area. And we'll have more information for that next soon.
Yeah, to answer your question, a lot of people like to rush their music when
yes.
So like me, like yo bro, why don't you drop something? I like to put my craft a little bit more. But like maybe I like that sound, but that's not what I really hear when I made that song. And, like, I try to give people that sound that they hear when they listen to something. You know? So like don't rush your music, take your time. And yeah, my name Vette Green, so find me on all platforms. GWOP Nation.
Yeah, it's like he said, man. I feel like you should verse anything that you, no verses, no hooks, no. Just take your time on the song. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna come. It's definitely gonna come. You know what I'm saying? Stay motivated. Don't give up on none of your goals and nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's producing, rapping, singing, whatever it is, don't care what nobody says. You know what I'm saying? If you feel like you got it, then keep going. You know what I'm saying? That's what you need. Look at Vette Green. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, Lil Power from LTNB. Looking up on all platforms. Got a song called Thought You, featuring Vette Green and Lucy. You can look it up on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, wherever. It's all over the place.
I got so high.
Have you got yourself singing in the shower yet?
All the time.
Okay, all right. And he's doing his job, baby. Right.
Everybody kind of hit it on the head already. So I'm gonna just say this, don't stop singing in the shower, rap in the shower, come down to GWOP Nation. Get recorded by our man Vette Green, Lil Pablo. These guys will give you a little bit of confidence. It don't matter where you at, man. Buffalo is about to be the center of hip hop real soon. And you can find me everywhere, Tally Hood, on all platforms. And after the summer, I'm dropping a single every week, so check out that.
So, close it out.
Go ahead,
Oh, sorry. My just little piece is just don't give up and like believe in yourself and go for it. And don't care what anybody says, because even this little journey that I've had, we're always gonna have something to say. But it doesn't matter. Just believe in yourself. And you can find me on everywhere, like as Little Ones Dope Soul. That's my little hashtag. And I have a lot of music coming out soon, so.
I'm excited for all of you.
Definitely. GWOP Nation.
My little piece is for the upcoming artists. I say, man, go find you a producer. Get a great relationship with that producer. You know what I mean? Whether it's an engineer, producer, making beats. That's what it's going to take for you to make what you need. I feel like that's the most important part of it. I'm going to use Drake as an example. His engineer is 40, his producer is 40. And I feel like with them two together is how he was able to make it as far as he is today. And if you do the same, I feel that you're going to do your thing. But we out of here. This is GWOP Nation Promotions. And you can see us on all platforms under GWOP Nation Promotions. YouTube, you can catch all the videos. Yeah, looking for any sessions, hit us up. Guys, I definitely got you. Looking for the vibe. And I mean, by all means, keep that shit guapping. That's what we do out here.
Please, keep it guapping, people. Go string that thought of you. Sure, like, you pushing that right now. That's what
Go string that thought of you,
all 700 of us be behind that right now.
I love that.
YouTube, Facebook, Instagram.
Oh, you are so well.
Take it top.
And I'll just say, go chase your dream. Get off that couch and go chase your dream. We out of here. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Jay. Thank you to Joker behind the scenes for doing this. I know sometimes it's trying, especially dealing with me. I appreciate you guys. Have a wonderful night on purpose.
Last night I can almost touch the stars, and I wish you were there too. And I wonder where you are. That'll be the party. Got you thinking how I fuck with you regardless. Went behind my back, my name you trying
right
to
here.
tarnish. And it's crazy cause I really went the hardest. Now you a target, look what you done started. Got you thinking how I fuck with you regardless. Went behind my back, my name you try to tarnish. And it's crazy cause I really went the hardest. Now you a target, look what you done started.
Last night I didn't pass, I woke up out of coma. Usually when I wake up, first thing I would smell is your aroma. You suffer from anxiety, but you don't act like you alone. Never really listen, only reason why I raise my tone.
Get you be beautiful lies that you will never admit. You be playing got to save a home done trying to fix you. Can't blame it only you when the trust was an issue. Now I can't say I miss you. I got so high last night I can almost touch the moon. And I thought of you. And I thought of you. I got so high last night I can almost touch the stars. And I wish you were there too. And I wonder where you are. That'll be the party. Got you thinking how I fuck with you regardless. Went behind my back, my name you try to tarnish. And it's crazy cause I really went the hardest. Now you a target, look what you done started. Got you thinking how I fuck with you regardless. Went behind my back, my name you try to tarnish. And it's crazy cause I really went the hardest. Now you a target, look what you done started. Yeah, now I'm like, look what you done started. Don't love you cause I have fuck with you the hardest. Back playing boy, I swear to God, just like Spartan. I wish I would've known from the jump you wasn't all in. Cause I had faith in you, and I'm the type to hold it down, make sure your rent ain't due.